So we are still acquainting ourselves with various fundamentals required to know what we mean by digital signal processing and of what all the subject will comprise of. Most importantly, we deal with one-dimensional signals, even though we must be having idea that signal can be two-dimensional as well. So we come across xt as input, and based on that we sample it to xn, we process that, we determine yn, which further goes to yt by using DAC. So working on xn in a particular manner in order to get yn is what the entire digital signal processing matters. Entire digital signal processing is confined to, with some extent, is obtaining yn from xn. And to be more particular, which we had also discussed last year in signals and systems, wherein yn is convolution of xn and hn. Yn is convolution of xn and hn, where hn is called as the transfer function, discrete time transfer function hn, which would be having values for h0 onwards. Hn cannot have any non-zero value for n less than 0, because if it is so, it will become a non-causal system. So h0, h1, h2, and it can have values all together till h equal to infinity, or in some cases it has got values only till a certain limit of, say, capital M, so that h0 to hm minus 1 are non-zero and hm onwards are 0. So this particular system function hn operates in a very simple manner on xn. What happens is that h0 xn plus h1 xn minus 1, and like that we come to y. So what I see is 90% of digital signal processing. Maybe one may argue, maybe not 90 but 80. We can say majority of digital signal processing is understood if you are able to understand that yn is equal to summation of hn x of n minus p, and k starts from 0 and may end up till infinity. So the yn is the current output, which is a weighted sum of, for k equal to 0 it happens to be xn, for k equal to 1 it happens to be xn minus 1. So current output is the weighted sum of current and previous inputs. That's all. It is all about digital signal processing. This is all about digital signal processing. If one asks you to summarize what digital signal processing is within a paragraph, then you can very well explain it using this single equation. And then xn may change, which because it is input sequence, it will be generated from some actual signal. hn is your system, and it will give rise to y. So depending upon different types of systems, they will possess different hns. So Hn is the transfer function of the system. Hn is transfer function of the system itself. Right? Then there is one more very important thing, is that when we think of Hn having this equation to have infinite length, obviously this is not realizable. It is not realizable. Why? Because it will require infinite computations as you grow in n, and therefore it is possible if Hn what we have is some deterministic function. Means now we are in discrete domain. When we are in discrete domain, it is somewhat more simple to describe a deterministic function and a non-deterministic function. So Hn is a sequence. Let us say that Hn is a sequence having 10 points. So it will be having H0, H1, H2 up to H9. Then to describe the 10-point sequence, if you are required to have 10 equations, means what? Let us say Hn is equal to, I am trying my level best to simplify the things. Hn is equal to H0 is equal to 2, H1 is equal to 3, H2 is equal to 1, H3 is equal to 4, like that. So when you write it, you find that there is no way by which you can reduce the number of equations. Right? There is no way by which you can reduce the number of equations. So to describe an Hn of length 10, if you are required to write 10 equations, because this itself is an equation, H0 equal to 1, 2, H1 equal to 3, it is an equation only, right? So if it is an equation, then for 10 points, 10 equations, we find that it's as good as a random function. Why? Because there is no formula by which we can reduce upon the number of equations. I will give you another example. Let us have a 5-point sequence, a 5-point Hn. We have a 5-point Hn. So by looking at this 5-point sequence, do you find some logic there? What is that? Hn is equal to n plus 1, means this 5-point sequence can be described by a single equation. This 5-point sequence can be described by single equation. So, and obviously in finite points we are finding these issues. So when there are infinite points, when Hn can have a non-zero value from n equal to 0 till whatever n it may be, then to describe infinite point Hn, if you require infinite expressions, then you will say that Hn is a random function. But if it is possible to describe Hn by using some finite equations, in that case it is a deterministic, means you can have many ways of expressing a0n plus a1n square plus a2n cube by, means n can express itself in any form, plus it can multiply by some coefficients. Is it clear? So Hn can be expressed in a compact form by an equation the equation may contain again multiple constants. In this, I am expressing Hn by single equation. Hn is equal to n plus 1. So there are only two constants, which are there? 1n plus 1. 1n. Instead, if I do it like this, so what was the formula? It is 2n plus 1. So 2 and 1 are the constants, right? So to express Hn, I come to an equation. To express Hn, I come to an equation, and the equation contains various coefficients, right? Various coefficients. Less the coefficients, more simple is the expression. More the coefficients, equation is complex. Then, if I am able to obtain one equation with finite coefficients, that will, and if that is going to describe Hn for all n's, in that case, we may find that it's a deterministic function. Otherwise, it is a random function. Means, if we are unable to define an equation consisting of finite number of coefficients for Hn, it's random. And in such case, this is not realizable at all, because you require infinite constants, and that is just what we can say a non-realizable, non-practical system. But if Hn is expressed by an equation, then in that case, whether Hn will become 0 any time? No. Hn will always have some value from 0 onwards, even if n becomes infinity. What are you talking about? You divide this into Hn. In such case, it is possible that this expression, which contains infinite terms, can be expressed by recursion. By recursion. And it can be expressed by recursion, wherein we take help of at least one previous output. We take help of at least one previous output. Therefore, to have infinity here is that way meaningless, because it can't be realized. To have infinity here is meaningless because it can't be realized. Therefore, we have to have some finite m. We have to have some finite m, right, for the system to be realizable.